What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae the First, back again with another video, man. You guys already know we do that JJK every Wednesdays or Thursdays, mostly on Thursdays. That's usually the standard time and day that we watch it, pretty much in the morning, around 11 o'clock my time. We here nonetheless. Last chapter, I really got nothing much to say because, I mean, them boys are just boxing. Sukuna and Gojo boxing everywhere throughout the whole city and Shinjuku. They was breaking through buildings and shit. Just seeing all the chaos that they were doing from our perspective and even from their perspective. They had stopped for a second at the end of the chapter, started looking like, damn, we fucking shit up. And then Gojo had realized that, oh wait, May, you live streaming? Cause you know May, she about that money. She doing the pay-per-view. She on her Don King, Dana White type booking shit. You feel me? So them boys are on pay-per-view. This is, hey, I would watch this. I would pay for this. I mean, yeah, I'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't do illegal shit around here. You feel me? I'll pay for it. Anyway, like I said, really not much to say. I'm excited for this chapter, so let's get into it, man. Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 225. Let's start it right about now.
Kaisen with the yay say, Kenny with the say, yeah, I don't care what CC or E say.
He say or she say, money in a briefcase, nigga must be Philly cause I'll get in that cheese. Oh, that's a scummy bitch. Oh, I think that bitch is TK. Oh, she gon' learn today. I tell that bitch to do a three-way. If you feeling lucky, I might go in for the sweepstakes. Big nuggies in this blunt, like I'm smoking or in PJ. And then like I am Canelo, I'm a fucker in my PJs.
Whatever you do, don't push this button.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
That's right.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone!
Alright, Gojo's Limitless allows him to be completely untouchable. Damn, we starting out with, oh, so we seeing the crew, so they watching it, right? So chapter 225, the decisive battle in the inhabited demon-infested Shinjuku part 3. So yeah, long ass title. Gege, you can change that shit, boy. Sukuna is using domain amplification to neutralize his curse technique. Right. Okay, so off rip, we're already getting like, because that typically is the basis with this fight. Gojo has Limitless, you cannot touch him, or you know, you really can't. However, you got Sukuna using domain amplification, which obviously is a really good defense or counter against anything, any and everything, to be honest. So, let's see how this goes down, though. The Jujutsu sorcerers gathered together to watch the battle between Gojo and Sukuna. We got everybody here. I see Hikari, Kirara. I see, oh, Kashimo right there. Okay, because I remember people were questioning where he was the last time because we didn't see him with the crew. Everybody, Panda, Shoko, Inumaki, Angel, Yuji, Chozo, Mei, Uwi, whatever the fuck, Kusakabe. I think that's Miwa right there. I almost thought that was Yuki. I'm about to say, hell, oh yeah, matter of fact, Yuki. Y'all seen that volume cover? Fire. And it was different from other volume covers because other ones usually had like black or like a darker color as the background, but hers was like white with hearts. Fire. And she was holding Jupiter. Fire. Mass. Fire. And I guess this is Higuruma. Oh no, that's that's Takaba. Higuruma not here, I don't think. Well, I think he was original. He might be. Maybe it's both of them there. I don't know. But yeah, they're watching nonetheless. Domain amplification. You see Chozo, Yuji, and Angel. I saw something similar in Mekamaru's Kun's footage. That special grade curse spirit used the same method in Shibuya to counter Limitless. That special grade curse spirit. Okay. Does he say something else right here? No. All right. It does seem that Gojo-san's domain has been neutralized, but how? They all question that shit. It's a more refined version of simple domain. By sheathing yourself in a domain without imbuing your own curse technique, you allow your opponent's technique to flow into that empty space, thereby neutralizing it. Can you do that, Kusakabe-san? Don't be ridiculous. Of course I can. I can get the gist of it. So everybody's, oh yeah, so, oh, Higuruma is there. So yeah, everybody is commentating right now. The main drawback to domain amplification is that you can't simultaneously use your own innate technique. So you're basically on defense the whole time, right? Yes, even Sukuna is no exception to this rule. Okay, that's cool. Wait, doesn't that mean Sukuna is fighting Satoru without a curse technique? Yeah, which is ridiculous. All he's doing is playing defense. That's interesting. So in other words, if Sukuna has some way to deal with Limitless other than domain amplification, Gojo will lose. I mean, Essentially, yeah, because if he can fit, like, if he were to like find a way to either use domain amplification while doing something else, or not using it at all and using something else to still get through to Gojo and also to protect himself, then yeah, he basically got more, like, I mean, this is something that we all know already, right? The only question that we had about Gojo is if he has something else within his bag, which you would think he would, right? Whether that's something he been had in his bag even throughout the series when we watched them, or even earlier when he was like still in high school and whatnot, or he probably learned something or like thought about something while he was trapped in the prison realm. I know some people probably wouldn't like that, or a lot of people probably wouldn't like that, but I think it'll still make sense. If you're there for that long, what else can you do other than think about stuff? And maybe he could have, maybe he thought of something different that he can use in this battle. Obviously it's not going to be like refined or like really good, you know, you have to practice it first. So maybe we'll see though what he got in his bag. If that's the case, why isn't Sukuna using domain expansion? Immediately following domain expansion, your technique becomes too unstable to use, right? So shouldn't he challenge Gojo-san to a domain battle first? It's easy to say that, but depending on the outcome of the domain battle, the fight would be over. Isn't that a good thing? That's true. Why isn't he doing that? Doesn't the domain's short hit effect negate Satoru-chan's technique in the first place? He told me that himself when we were in the Cursed Spirits domain. We're really getting everybody talking. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, everybody is talking about it. I mean, everybody has been commentating on both Sukuna and Gojo in terms of what they can do in the situation. Gojo, with his technique, you can't really touch him, right? But Sukuna's using domain amplification, which he's basically coding himself with his own, with the domain, right? It's like, they said similar to simple domain, but even more than that. So like I say, it's like he's coating himself with armor essentially, right? But he doesn't have any offense. So I'm just wondering if this battle is going to be based off of like who. I think they just gotta like, so you know, like when Gojo did the 0.2 domain expansion, right? I'm thinking that maybe or under a second, I forgot, I think it's 0.2, right? But maybe that it's going to be a battle based off of that in a way, because not necessarily just that, but like they have to be as quick as that. And what I mean by that is like, what if Sukuna was able to like stop using domain amplification and then use the curse technique as quick as possible and like switch back and forth? And then Gojo too, you know, because you know Gojo, he doesn't need to do that though, so that's not true. But I think Sukuna, he might have to like trick Gojo a bit, but I don't know how he will get through to him though. That's interesting. Maybe if, I don't know, Sukuna might be able to mix like amplification with his, I don't know, bro, I gotta see. But anyway, let me continue. Could it be that Sukuna doesn't think he can win against Gojo Satoru in a domain battle? I mean, because his is literally barrierless, right? So, I mean, but I don't know. If that was the case, if that were the case, Gojo would already be using domain expansion. I'd find it hard to believe that Gojo wouldn't be able to see that with the 6 eyes and his shitty personality, right? What if their domains don't actually clash? Based on what Inumaki and Yuji have said, I don't think Sukuna's domain expansion actually closes off a barrier. Huh? Bullshit. I can't believe that. And that's Kashimo. Like I said, Kashimo, he's still there. That's insane. That's absurd, right? Oh, is it that crazy? Me would toss me that water. Okay, here you go. What are you doing? Huh? Didn't you ask me to toss it to you? I said give me the water, not the bottle. Well, is he gonna teach us something, or what? Or he just want, I don't know. And she just sprays the water in his face. Expanding a domain without closing the barrier is just like that. Wow. Okay. I mean, with no container, can water accumulate? Can you paint on empty? Can you paint on empty air without a canvas? With no stem, roots, or leaves, can a flower bloom from a seed? Good questions. I like the analogies. It helps us understand it even more too. I mean, look, right? I'm gonna give an example. Yuki. Virtual mass, right? Virtual basically means it's not necessarily real. but it's literally real in here, you know. So it's like, I mean, that question, like these questions, like for example, can you paint on empty air without a canvas? I mean, shit, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, in a series like this, yeah. You know, so like that question right there, I mean, it's all about tangible and intangible stuff. I mean, y'all in the manga, y'all gotta realize y'all in the manga, you know, shit can happen like that. I mean, there's rules still, but like, I mean, feel me? Sukuna, Gojo, I mean, sometimes the rules just don't apply to such folk like them. It's like using software without having any hardware. At any rate, it's completely impossible. Megami's incomplete domain wasn't enclosed within a barrier, though. I heard about that before the grade promotion assessment. To do that, he needed buildings or existing barriers to enclose his domain. That's small potatoes compared to what's going on now. But Noritoshi Kamo Kenjaku managed to pull it off. Why you gotta say the whole name? But yeah. We had planned for Tsukumo to counter his domain expansion with a simple domain while Tengen dismantled it from the outside. The simple domain was torn apart in the blink of an eye, but if she had expanded her own domain, it wouldn't have been a true domain battle. And in that circumstance, you needed to also take into account who the domain's exterior belonged to. Though perhaps if she had expanded her own domain, there may have been a battle for Yuki-san's short hit effect. If she had expanded her own, there may have been a battle for you, okay? But what exactly would clash? Who knows? Isn't it literally against the short hit effect? Given that the short hit effect is imbued within the barrier itself, it can only clash with another barrier. You guys, it's a lot of text this chapter. Everybody's talking. That's why, like I said, I feel a little nervous because why is everybody commentating? Everybody's commentating the whole chapter, right? And this is probably another reason why the translation came out. Not to say that it came out late, but like, I feel like it would have came out a little earlier, like how the last chapter did. I think it came out like a lot earlier because it was all hands. So I guess this is what Gege was doing here, you know. He gave us all the hands last chapter, gave us all dialogue this chapter. But yeah, you guys are talking about their domains as if it's a given, but that stuff devours it. Oh, I'm tripping. Okay, so that was what's his name talking? Why I'm forgetting his name? God damn it, why I forget his name? Damn, I don't know why I forgot his name. Damn. But I thought Inumaki, but say Inumaki, chill, nigga. He can't do that. But yeah, that stuff devours an insane amount of curse energy, doesn't it? So shouldn't they avoid using it up thoughtlessly? Fish flakes. It's just as Inumaki says, there's no limit to Gojo-san's or Gojo Sensei's curse energy. But that's only because of how freaking efficient he is. His curse energy consumption ends up being less than what he naturally replenishes over time. But isn't that working under the assumption he's using it like normal? If he starts using domain expansion over and over again consecutively, it'll probably be a different story. So now we got Kashimo talk. Look at that boy is heated. He really want to fight Sukuna. And Sukuna, he's unreal. The sharpness of his techniques, activation, the way he can turn on a dime from using amplification to his innate technique. That's what I was talking about. If Gojo-san, or if Gojo Satoru didn't have the 6 eyes, Sukuna would likely be winning in terms of efficiency in utilizing curse energy. Hell yeah, he would. What's more, his total curse energy is even more than mine. Going purely off of intuition, I'd say by more than double. In other words, when it comes to these two, curse energy is not the limiting factor for why they aren't expanding their domains. Maybe it's just that nobody, not even the two of them, knows exactly how this is going to play out. If Gojo Satoru and Ryomen Sukuna domains were to clash, who knows what would happen? Here it comes. Okay, I'm scared. Oh shit, they both doing domain expansion. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of dope to see. I mean, it's very dope to see because the limitless like the whole barrier thing, limitless versus like, I mean, shit is crazy, you know? And I wonder if Sukuna, well, no, he's doing the hand sign, never mind. I'm about to say, I wonder if he ends up, can he like combine Megami's in his or something? Because maybe that's something to look out for. I don't know. I'm not sure though, but he's literally doing Malevolent Shrine, so. And Gojo about to go into Infinite Void. Okay, let's see what happens, man. I'm scared. I am scared. That's a dope panel though, by the way. Let me just say that. Dope panel. All right. Oh my God, that's a dope ass panel. You got Malevolent. Oh, wow, that is crazy to see. That is insane to see. I need to see a color page of this. I need to see some color art of this, man. Cause you got Sukuna's malevolent shrine, and then you got Gojo's with his infinite void. It's like both of them are combining. That's interesting though. Huh. Wow. Damn, this is cool. Gege did his thing with this art right here. I can't stop looking at this shit. This shit's fire. Evenly matched. They form a pair within Gojo's barrier. The two short hit guarantees overlap and cancel each other out. Exactly. A battle of both sides expanding their domains should either one sustain immense damaging, causing the collapse of their domain, the other short hit technique will immediately strike. Should either one sustain immense damage causing the collapse of their domain, the other short hit technique. Okay. So, so this is like a battle of like, it's almost like a stamina battle in a way, because once one of them slip, the short hit's going to get. I'm not gonna lie, I think Gojo's is going to stop. Let me see though. That's just my prediction. If I have a prediction as to whose is going to like break, because I mean, if you're saying that, then that means one of them are going to break first, right? They're not just going to do it forever, because I mean, it's a standstill. I don't know, unless it cancels out completely and then they stop. I guess that's what's going to happen. But if not, like evenly at the same time. But I don't know. I don't know. For real, evenly matched. It can't be. Within the barrier, they are evenly matched. And so, okay, so yeah, it breaks. So it breaks. I was thinking that like one of them was going to break before, then that short hit would have hit the other person, because didn't they just say that? So god damn, they destroyed the fuck out of that area, like so bad. Shit is literally like bits, like just a lot of debris and shit. The effective range of Sukuna's domain reaches beyond the barrier of Gojo's domain. The barrier of a domain is weak against attacks from the outside. Why is usually looking like that? And it what did I say? So it looks like somebody cracked. It looks like it's probably Gojo, the way that they talking. And you still see Sukuna's domain in the middle. Wow. Like the shrine, you see the shit there. It's still there. It is still there. And Gojo's looking like, oh shit. Oh, wow. He's like straight through his fucking throat. Holy shit. The barrier of the strongest shattered, his savage blade breaks the unbreakable. Let me look at these comments for a second. Somebody put a band-aid on them. Yeah. Wow. I mean, look, I already see Gojo fans, like the Gojo fanboys. I already see them. They're coping right now. I mean, here's the thing, right? I have two things, right? I'm not a Gojo fanboy, so don't think I'm coping or nothing like that. I said Sukuna will win this battle. So let me just say this, right? So we got part 3 of this battle. Me personally, I think this battle will be longer. I mean, because well, they already did the big moves, so domain expansion. They did the big shit. So, I mean, honestly, it could be over. I just look at it as like when Gege goes into the part 1, part 2, part 3, usually for the fights and shit, it usually be more than that. It goes up to like 6, 7, something like that. So that's one thing, but that's just because of that. This could be completely different. So I could be wrong on that assumption or that this whole prediction. But however, when it comes to reverse curse technique, I know that, didn't they say that the reverse curse technique starts from like your head, right? So like from your head, he got stabbed or sliced through on his throat. So he still got his head, so it still comes from that. So really, either Sukuna, it might end up be playing with his food this next chapter that we're gonna see, where he's just gonna be like kind of slow and just being a little, you know, talking shit or something. Either he's gonna be doing that, which obviously Gojo will end up doing a reverse curse technique at that point, or B, I think that he might as well just start cutting him up right now, because he's not gonna have enough time to heal himself that quickly. At least I wouldn't think so. So Gojo lost. I mean, that's gonna be the chapter title. I mean the video title. Did Gojo Satoru lose? I mean, shit, it looking like it. God damn, that boy is. I mean, this was an interesting chapter though. You had all of the characters talking about this entire battle, like saying different things, like, oh, you know, domain amplification. That's what Sukuna's doing against Gojo's Limitless. That's why he's not. That's the only way he can really kind of combat against him and go and get through to him, because he's not using his curse technique. He can't use both at the same time. And then they basically went to a stalemate, because I mean, if he couldn't do nothing offensively, and Gojo also couldn't really do nothing offensively against him, like, because he's on defense, then it's like, okay, you're at a stalemate, right? So then when they both use domain expansion, which, you know, people are like, oh, well, what's going to happen? You see that it seems like it was going to completely break evenly. That's what they said. It looked like it was an even match. However, Gojo ends up losing because, like I said, Sukuna, with his range when it comes to his domain expansion, we already learned this, like, I forgot when we learned it, like, what, Shibuya, right? So it's like his is very tricky. It's like if Gojo is tricky when it comes to his, you know, with the 6 eyes and Limitless, he's very tricky on that regard. But Sukuna is very tricky when it comes to his curse technique as well, and his domain expansion, because that shit is not, like, it's different, right? It is very, very different. It's literally like it's limitless. I mean, it's barrierless. It's crazy. Like him, Kenjaku, right? They have barrierless techniques or domain expansion, so it's fucking crazy. I still would want to see. I'm not sure. No, I think this is all Malevolent Shrine. Obviously, it's looking different because he had more fingers, but I was thinking, like, I wonder if he can combine both Megumi's and his at this point, since he's using his body, maybe. I don't know if he's doing it already. I don't think he is, though. But that would be fucking crazy, too. Imagine having all them Shikigami in that fucking domain expansion with the shrine there and shit. That shit would look crazy. There was a chapter, though. I want to know what you guys think. What is your prediction? You think that Gojo is dead? You think Satoru Gojo is dead? Or do you think that he's alive and they'll continue this fight next chapter? And if you think he's dead, what do you think is going to happen? You think we're going to all jump over here as quick as possible? Or what's going to happen here? So let me know down below what you guys think. I'm glad we're now on break next week. That's good. It's very good because, man, I wanted to get back to this chapter quick, you know, from the past week. But nonetheless, I'll let you guys all have a good one. So please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys on the next video, and peace.